Welcome, true seekers, to the Tarot Temple here at Spirit Vibes. I am back with another work and money for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising on the cusp, CUSP. If you fit that description, please stick around. The forecast may pertain to you. However, if it doesn't fit, please quit. With that being said, remember to give all vids a thumbs and to check the description box on ways to reach out to me, as well as how to make a purchase. I am now ready for you to sit back and relax and prepare for your messages from Source through me to you for work and money, July 26th until August 1st. I hope you enjoy it, and please stay awake. Devil's Advocates, welcome back. First of all, I'd like to start off by thanking all of my newcomers again for joining the temple and for taking the chance on themselves to elevate spiritually. And to remind you that actually Aries gave me the most views, so you may have that as part of your chart. I didn't complete the entire reading with all the extra amenities because the time had ran out. So, and it got really good, but forgive me for those of you who study Aries, because I got all the way to the end and didn't get that oracle finished and stuff. So we didn't even get to the chakras. So that's what I think I'm doing now, is throwing gemstones and chakras to the most views. But I maybe keep the unified love reading right now. They're really good. I'm sure everybody can find themselves somewhere in those readings. I'm sure of it. Okay, so let's find out what we're going to find out about you this week in the reading. Devil's Advocate, overall, we have the Knight of Wands, and that is based on justice. Oh, so that may be true what I just heard in my head. Some of you, this is news. Some of you, this is news. Some of you, this is an actual courtroom, so the ruling is coming back. Okay? What can you expect? Six of Swords, stemming from the Magician. Outcome, Page of Wands. Conflict and or challenge and supportive energies we'll discuss in a moment. Now, some of you, I'm hearing how I'm going to get out of this. Eight of Swords. How am I going to get out of this? So this is about escaping something. For some of you, it's a prison. Some of you, it's a mental prison. Even if it's a home, it's a prison. It could be the most... Some of you who are rich, you feel like you're in a prison, or you living with rich people or around wealth, but you feel like you living in a prison. Okay? And this may even indicate for some house arrest. I'm not certain. But I'm also hearing, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Where to apply it, I don't know. We'll find out. But definitely some of you are getting news based on a judgment. And some of you, this is branding based on a decision that you've made. So this is advertising based on judgment. That some of you, you may have went and got your business licenses. And now you can move ahead. Okay? This is justice. Some of you, this is actual money. Now, I don't see it in here, but there is some on the table with the Magician. But for some of you, this is news of money. And so what it is, it may not necessarily be in your hand, but you know it's coming, right? You got a judgment. Money coming. Chilling now. I know it's got to be true. You know why? Because of your expectation. You're going to be able to take your mind off your troubles for a little while, you see what I'm saying? And distance yourself from that thing that's been worrying you. You know. Some of you, this has to do with where you live or where you work. Okay. For some of you, your job takes your mind off of your worries, you know, your home worries. Because like I said, yeah, that makes sense. Because I said for some of you, this is home. You like you're in a prison in your own home. That's what that sound like. That kind of sound like that man that was in New Jack City when Nino took over the Carter. Said we're a prisoner in our own home. You know, he was going down there to the police department complaining. So I don't know, maybe that's what you've been doing, complaining about what's going on in your area, and you need to get away. Like it's too much noise, too much people bothering me. You know, I don't know, but it takes your mind off of things. And this news is going to be able to take your mind off of things and get you out of a troubled area for a while. Some of you who are busy branding your name, your brand, your game, whatever it is that you do, expect to be getting out and making moves this week. Okay? Some of you, you'll have your children with you while you do it. So in a strange way, some of this may have to do with going to school with your kids. It's all stemming from the magician, though. Your work and money is stemming from the magician, though. And I keep hearing everything was on the table. Everything was laid out on it because you had everything laid out on the table. Everything that you needed to use. Every tool. Even someone to talk to about it. Whatever this is about. And this is somebody with the tools and strategies to make things happen. But the magic in it is that it's never a lot. They can do a whole lot with little. Now this may be your actual place of business. This may be the store that you work for. You know what I'm saying? The restaurant. You know, the retail store. I don't know. Some of you, this is representing you bartending. I can see that taking things off your mind because you're concerned about other people's problems. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, this got something to do with something that happened on the highway. A lot of people be on the highway. To me, working is like homeless people. Well, I don't know if they're really homeless anymore because people be having up signs telling the truth now with bikes around the corner and all kind of stuff. They don't be as broke as people think. That's their lifestyle. That's become their 9 to 5 is to be on that highway. But it's stemming from something that happened on the highway based on a judge. I told you some of y'all this has something to do with I was going to say criminal. It could be since I was getting ready to say that something criminal, something judicial. Okay, so let's find out the reason. I don't know why we're choosing this one here. Looks like we should have chose the other source. Who am I? You're the wisest. She's the wisest. The reason for this. Again, the Eight of Swords. Just some of you want to. For whatever reason, I get like having to pretend to be something that you're not, and you're trying to figure out how to, like, I have to be something that I'm not. And what the hell does the highway have to do with that? Oh, well, wait a minute. If it's judicial, Maybe so. And it's like you need to figure out how to get unattached to something. Because I feel like some of you feel like you're a muppet in this situation. Like somebody just pulling you on by the strings. You know, you're being pulled by the strings. Do this. They make you do whatever. Like that's uncomfortable. And you got to get out of there, right? You like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Look at this. Underlying energy, though, is problem solved. It's just you got to look within. You need to look within. If you're having to look within, a lot of this probably has a lot to do with you. If you're having to look within and you're standing there looking at it, you might need to be looking at your mirror. You might have something to do with this. Your outcome, though, is the a page of wands, which is, you know, whatever you're attracted to, enjoyment, pleasure, something pleasurable, somebody you like, somebody you know, you might meet a mutual attraction here when you leave. Some of you can bump into somebody you like, you know, all because you made that move, you know. And some of you, this is just about, you know, involving yourself in your personal pleasures and taking your mind off of whatever's going on the home front. Okay, so your conflict is this Ace of Coin. And the Ace of Coin is all about quality. It seems God-given, you know what I'm saying? It's the best. It's the best. For some of you, it's a path. And it's like, and I'm feeling like it's, for some of you, this is spiritual, okay? The conflict is the path, the heavenly path. Okay, for others of you, it's the price to pay to climb. You know, it's a price to pay to get to the top. This is about the conflict, is about getting to the top, or about getting close to God. And maybe you have an issue with the pay or paying it, the wages, you know, the cost. It's worth it. You not see this coin? Okay? Anything worth having is worth paying for, baby. That's your comp, and I know that's true. Because one thing I know about, who am I on? Devil's advocates, or is this some both? Some of you may be on the cusp of Gemini. This is Gemini, right? I know Geminis don't like to pay bills. It takes them a long, long time to get comfortable with taking financial responsibilities. It really does. That's a conflict. Whatever they want to get everything for free. They kind of like smoochers, and I hate to say that, but it is true. And if you look, you come to the tarot temple for the truth. Look in the mirror. Look at. Did I just say that? I'm not gonna tell y'all no lies. You know, I understand when the Apostle Paul in the Bible said, I got to give you milk because you can't chew meat. I can't give you the whole facts because you ain't going to be able to digest it because you're going to be acting crazy and fool and denying and ready to kill somebody. So I got to feed you like a babe. I got to keep you on the breast. I got to give you milk. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not Paul. I'm going to give you some meat sometimes. And you just going to have to swallow that. Okay? Because that's what the truth does. And we all got to swallow the truth from time to time. Okay? I don't care how high up the hog you done got spiritually, there's gonna be some truths you're gonna have to swallow sometimes. And it don't have to be because you're wrong. It's just sometimes it's just about life. You know, and that's a behavior you need to correct. But I know it take they generally are down in their 50s before they really learn how to take financial responsibility for themselves. I know this firsthand. But what's going to help you is focusing on the future and the future cost. Or this is someone a person who can show you the way. can show you how to focus, show you where your future lies. You know, some people can help you with that. This is a coach type for some people. For some people, this is this man that's coming into your life. He may or may not be younger than you. For some of you, it's the season. It's Leo season. It's just something about Leo season and how things are aligned, the moon and the sun and all of that. That has what everybody's talking about, this Lion's Gate. Okay. And I see that here. And what it does, it has certain energies in the planetary alignments that allow openings for you. They call them portals. And you got to go through that portal. You know, it's just like this. It's like you have to make that decision to make that payment. You know, you got to make the decision to give that donation, make the decision to contribute. And I know that it helps because when I was in my little, on my coming, well, I was still in religion, but I was coming out of it. So I really wasn't religious at that time, but I was still going to the churches. And I was young, mom, and I wanted to really learn how to give. And my pastor at the time, his name was Stafford, Pastor Stafford. He's went on now. He said, well, just give. I didn't really know how to do that when I had kids and rent and stuff like that. Like he said, you just start where you are. I didn't understand that until I did it. And I knew within who I was. I just didn't know how to jumpstart that trait that was within me. You know, like some people think just because they have a talent, they can just go and sing. No, you need that talent developed so you can be real good and excel and go places with it, you know. But just by doing that, taking that little advice and just that one little time I did that, I'm one of the best givers on the earth. Okay, very generous. Okay. But I'm learned not to be a fool with it too. Let's see what your oracle message is. Because you got this also wisdom in giving. You know what I'm saying? Got to have some wisdom in that too. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with your oracle message. And while I'm doing that, go ahead and give some thumbs. Because I'm passing around this invisible collection plate. But those thumbs are visible. Okay. Thank you very much. See, oracle message. Damn, you are. I said you was on the cusp. Some of you on the cusp of Taurus. Same oracle message. Love and hip hop shit. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, though. Unaligning energy. Let's see what your reflective will be, and then we will dismiss. That may be it. I'm gonna see if it. Look, I'm gonna put it back in the deck. This is what came out. We're gonna put it back in the deck and see what happens. Gonna play with it a little bit. All right, source. What is the reflective, please? For this is some love and hip hop shit for the devil advocates. It's the Chariot. I don't know, but this is a production. And, you know, this is also sometimes about building, making something, creating, you know, because it's like everything is there. You just start developing the story. So you're developing something, some novel, something sensational, something for film, something for TV, some drama. That's what this is. And that may be what this outcome is that you're attracted to. Some kind of drama. But for somebody, it's going to be on TV. It's going to be on film or something. You may not think it is. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. That may be you saying that to the world. And on that note, I'm going to close it out here. Thank you so much for joining the Tarot Temple one more again for working money. I can't wait to bring you another one. Till then, peace and one love.